For over 3,000 years, the pharaohs ruled Egypt, shaping one of the world's most advanced civilizations. But who were these divine monarchs, and how did they alter the course of history? Today, we invite you on an enlightening journey into the heart of ancient Egypt, a thriving cradle of civilization. We will explore the reign of the pharaohs, the god-kings that did not just shape the country's politics, culture, and legacy, but also built a complex narrative that influenced the world. Intermediaries between the gods and their people, these pharaohs bore the celestial weight of maintaining cosmic balance. Their rule transformed the fertile Nile Valley into a wonder of the world. The monumental structures, grand architectural feats, and intricate artwork are all testaments to their power and wisdom. Yet their world remains largely enigmatic, a treasure chest of mysteries wrapped in enigma waiting to be decoded. In this documentary, we will navigate through the various dynasties, highlighting each pharaoh's unique contributions. We'll delve into the profound wisdom that propelled the Egyptian empire and examine how these divine entities continue to cast long shadows over our world. So, come with us as we unravel the lives and legacies of these pharaohs and comprehend the gravity of Egypt's intricate history and its profound impact on the world. We encourage you to deepen your understanding to further explore the discoveries that await you in Egypt's ancient narrative. Let's venture together into the enthralling world of the pharaohs and embrace the ongoing mysteries that continue to define their lasting impact. Before we delve into the dawn of the pharaohs, let's take a step back to understand how this era came to be. Our journey takes us back to around 3100 BCE, during a transformative period in Egypt's history. This was a time of unification, when a visionary king named Narmer, also known as Menes, achieved the unthinkable. With a blend of courage, strategy, and an iron will, Narmer united the separate kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt under a single crown. This monumental event set the stage for the era of the pharaohs, a time of centralized rule and unparalleled advancement in various fields. Narmer's unification was not just about political consolidation. It was a cultural revolution that would shape the course of history. During this early dynastic period, the foundations of Egyptian civilization were laid. One of the most significant developments was the establishment of a centralized rule by the pharaohs. This led to the formation of a distinct national identity with the pharaohs at its heart. They were seen as divine entities, intermediaries between the gods and their subjects. This belief system was deeply ingrained in the society, shaping their religious practices and worldview. Another remarkable achievement during this period was the development of the hieroglyphic writing system. Hieroglyphs were more than just a means of communication. They were an art form that captured the essence of Egyptian culture. They played a crucial role in preserving the history, beliefs, and traditions of the ancient Egyptians, giving us a window into their world. As we move further into this era, we come to the Pyramid Age. The first pharaoh to leave a lasting architectural legacy was Djoser, who constructed the Step Pyramid, the world's first colossal stone building. The Step Pyramid was not just a tomb. It was a statement of divine power, a testament to the pharaoh's connection with the gods. This marked the beginning of an age where grand structures became synonymous with royal power. Stay with us as we journey further into the dawn of the pharaohs, exploring how these early dynasties laid the groundwork for Egypt's golden age. As we transition from the early dynasties to the dawn of the pharaohs, we find ourselves in the heart of the Old Kingdom, often referred to as the Age of the Pyramids. This period, spanning from 2686 to 2181 BCE, was a time of extraordinary architectural innovation and political transformation. In the midst of this era, we encounter Pharaoh Khufu, a figure of immense historical significance. His reign is marked by the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza, a feat of engineering that still captivates us today. The Great Pyramid, the largest of the three pyramids at Giza, stands as a testament to the architectural prowess of the ancient Egyptians. But these structures were not just marvels of engineering. They bore deep religious and political significance. The pyramids were not mere tombs, they were stairways to eternity, a means for the pharaohs to ascend to the afterlife and join the pantheon of gods. The pharaohs were seen as living gods, the mortal embodiment of Horus, the falcon god. They were the custodians of Ma'at, the ancient Egyptian concept of truth, balance, order, and cosmic harmony. By maintaining Ma'at, the pharaohs ensured the prosperity and stability of their kingdom, legitimizing their divine rule. However, even the most prosperous eras come to an end. The Old Kingdom gradually declined due to a combination of internal strife, economic difficulties, and environmental factors. The once powerful central authority of the pharaoh weakened, leading to a period of disunity known as the First Intermediate Period. This was a time of political fragmentation, but it also set the stage for the Middle Kingdom, a period of rejuvenation and cultural revival. So, as we journey from the age of the pyramids into the dawn of the pharaohs, we see a cycle of rise and fall, a civilization that was constantly adapting and evolving. Join us as we delve deeper into this fascinating era, exploring the dawn of the pharaohs and the legacy they left behind. As we leave the age of the pyramids, we step into a time of rebirth and expansion. Welcome to the Middle Kingdom, a period marked by the re-establishment of centralized power under a figure of great importance, Pharaoh Mentuhotep II. After the chaos and fragmentation of the First Intermediate Period, Mentuhotep II, the ruler of Thebes, emerged victorious, reunifying Egypt and marking the dawn of the Middle Kingdom around 2055 BCE. Under Mentuhotep II, Egypt experienced a resurgence of stability and prosperity. The pharaoh was not just a divine figure but also a military leader, maintaining order and overseeing the expansion of Egypt's borders. It was a time of monumental construction projects, a testament to the rejuvenated power of the pharaoh. But Mentuhotep II was not the only significant ruler of this era. Enter Amenemhat II, a pharaoh known for his ambitious building projects and expansionist policies. Under his reign, Egypt's trade networks grew, reaching as far as Crete and Babylon. This expansion brought wealth, leading to the rise of a new middle class and a flourishing of art and literature. The pharaohs of the Middle Kingdom were both warriors and builders, consolidating power and creating a legacy through their architectural achievements. They were also the keepers of Ma'at, maintaining the cosmic balance that ensured the prosperity of their kingdom. In this era, we see a civilization that had learned from its past, emerging stronger and more resilient. This was a time of rebirth, a period when the pharaohs once again held the reins of a unified Egypt, steering it towards a new era of expansion and prosperity. So, as we journey from the age of the pyramids through the dawn of the pharaohs to the rebirth of unity in the Middle Kingdom, we see a civilization that was always evolving, always adapting. And as we delve deeper into the history of the pharaohs, we'll uncover the enduring legacy they left behind. As we transition from the Middle Kingdom, we now embark on a journey to the zenith of Egypt's power and prosperity, the New Kingdom. This era, stretching from around 1550 to 1070 BCE, was a time of remarkable pharaohs who left an indelible mark on Egypt's history. First, we encounter Hatshepsut, one of the few female pharaohs. Reigning for 2 decades, she expanded Egypt's trade networks and commissioned monumental construction projects. Her most famous achievement, her mortuary temple at Deir el-Bahari, showcases her ambition and vision. Despite the challenges she faced as a female ruler, Hatshepsut's reign was marked by peace and prosperity. Next, we delve into the reign of Akhenaten, a revolutionary figure who brought about controversial religious reforms. He shifted Egypt's religious landscape from polytheism to monotheism, promoting the worship of Aten, the sun disk. This drastic change left a profound impact on Egyptian society and art, making his reign a significant chapter in Egypt's history. We then turn our attention to Tutankhamun, a young pharaoh whose reign was brief yet significant. His tomb, discovered in 1922, provided invaluable insight into ancient Egyptian burial practices and wealth. The mystery surrounding his death and the so-called Curse of the Pharaohs continues to captivate historians and archaeologists alike. Finally, we arrive at the reign of Ramses II, known as the Great Builder. His military campaigns, grand construction projects like the temples at Abu Simbel, and the signing of the first known peace treaty with the Hittites cement his status as one of Egypt's most influential pharaohs. This era, the New Kingdom, was the peak of Egypt's power, a time when the pharaohs ruled an empire at its zenith, leaving an enduring legacy that continues to fascinate us. Join us as we continue to explore this remarkable chapter in human history. As we journey from the peak of Egypt's power, we now descend into a period of turmoil and transition. The New Kingdom, once a beacon of prosperity and grandeur, begins to crumble under the strain of invasions, internal conflicts, and the fragmentation of its political structure. This era, known as the Third Intermediate Period, marked an era of decline, a stark contrast to the zenith of Egypt's power. The Sea Peoples, a confederation of naval raiders, began to invade Egypt, causing significant damage and destabilizing the kingdom. These invasions, combined with internal power struggles, weakened Egypt's political stability, setting the stage for a decline that would last for centuries. Egypt, once a united and powerful kingdom, began to fragment into rival kingdoms. The pharaohs, once absolute rulers, saw their power diminish as Egypt became a chessboard for foreign powers. Libyans, Nubians, Assyrians, and Persians, each in their turn, came to rule over Egypt, further diminishing the pharaoh's control and influence. These periods of foreign rule, while bringing new cultural influences and changes, also signified the waning power of the native Egyptian pharaohs. The final years of Egyptian independence were marked by the conquest of Alexander the Great in 332 BCE. This marked the beginning of the Ptolemaic dynasty, a Greek line of rulers, further eroding the native Egyptian control over their land. This period of decline and fall, while a stark contrast to the peak of Egypt's power, serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of history. Join us as we continue to delve into the fascinating history of the pharaohs, their rise, their peak, and their fall. From the decline of the pharaohs, we now transition to explore a different dimension of their legacy, their profound role in shaping Egyptian religion and culture. In ancient Egypt, pharaohs were more than just rulers. They were seen as divine beings, embodiments of gods on earth. This belief was instrumental in shaping the cultural fabric of Egypt, giving birth to a rich tapestry of art, architecture, and religious practices. The pharaohs were considered intermediaries between the gods and the people, an embodiment of divinity that bridged the earthly and the celestial. They were particularly associated with Horus, the god of the sky, and Ra, the sun god. This divine status justified their absolute rule and influenced every aspect of Egyptian life, from politics to daily practices. Under the pharaoh's rule, Egypt saw a flourishing of cultural achievements. Monumental temples, tombs, and statues were erected, embodying the idealized forms of the gods and the pharaohs themselves. These architectural marvels were not just expressions of power and piety, but they also served as a testament to the artistic and engineering prowess of ancient Egypt. Beliefs in the afterlife were a cornerstone of Egyptian religion, and the pharaohs took elaborate measures to ensure their immortality. Complex burial rituals were performed, including mummification, a process believed to preserve the body for the afterlife. The pharaohs' tombs, often grand structures like pyramids, were filled with treasures, serving as a gateway to eternity. The influence of the pharaohs extended beyond their reign, shaping Egypt's religious and cultural landscape for centuries to come. Their legacy is not only etched in the sands of Egypt, but also in the annals of human civilization, a testament to a time when gods walked among men. Join us as we continue our journey, exploring the dawn of the pharaohs and the establishment of one of the world's most enduring civilizations. Our journey through the sands of time now brings us to an intriguing intersection where the relics of the ancient world meet modern curiosity. The legacy of the pharaohs has not only shaped Egypt's long-lasting cultural, artistic, and architectural achievements, but it continues to fascinate and intrigue us even today. The enigmatic lives, grandiose tombs, and powerful reigns of the pharaohs captivate historians, archaeologists, and the public alike, prompting us to dig deeper into the sands of time to unravel their mysteries. A key player in this ongoing quest for understanding is Egyptology, the study of ancient Egyptian history, language, literature, religion, architecture, and art. The field has had a profound impact on our understanding of the pharaohs, their reigns, and their contributions to civilization. Through painstaking excavation, translation of hieroglyphic texts, and careful analysis of artifacts, Egyptologists have been able to piece together a rich tapestry of the pharaohs' rule. But the fascination with the pharaohs extends beyond the academic sphere. Their legacy has seeped into popular culture, inspiring books, films, and even fashion. Tourists from around the world flock to Egypt to marvel at the pyramids, the Sphinx, and the treasures of Tutankhamun. Educational institutions incorporate ancient Egyptian history into their curriculums, igniting young minds with tales of pharaohs and their divine rule. The pharaohs' legacy has endured millennia, their influence reaching far beyond the borders of Egypt. As we continue our journey through the dawn of the pharaohs and the establishment of one of the world's most enduring civilizations, we are reminded of their indelible imprint on human history. Their grand structures, their culture, and their stories continue to captivate us, a testament to their enduring allure and the timeless fascination that surrounds the world of the pharaohs. Our voyage begins with the first pharaoh, Narmer, who united Upper and Lower Egypt. In a time when the world was still finding its feet, Narmer, a ruler of extraordinary vision, emerged. His reign marked the dawn of the pharaohs, an era that would stretch over 3,000 years and shape the course of history. Narmer, also known as Menes, was more than a ruler. He was a visionary who saw the potential of two separate kingdoms, Upper and Lower Egypt, and dared to dream of them as one. Through political maneuvering and military might, he achieved what seemed impossible. He united these two lands under a single crown, thus birthing the first dynasty of Egypt. This period, known as the early dynastic period, was a time of intense growth and development. It was during this era that the foundations of Egyptian civilization were laid. The pharaohs who succeeded Narmer, like Djoser and Sneferu, played pivotal roles in shaping the identity of ancient Egypt. Djoser, the second king of the third dynasty, was a pioneer in his own right. Under his reign, the world's first colossal stone building, the Step Pyramid, rose from the sands of Saqqara. This architectural marvel marked the beginning of an era where the pharaohs would express their power and divinity through grand structures. Enter Sneferu, the founding pharaoh of the fourth dynasty. His reign saw the evolution of pyramid construction from the step design to the smooth-sided pyramids we associate with Egypt today. His most famous achievement, the Red Pyramid, is a testament to the architectural prowess of ancient Egypt. These early pharaohs, with their grand visions and indomitable will, shaped a civilization like no other. They built monuments that defied time, established a culture steeped in mysticism, and set the stage for the golden age of the pharaohs. Their reign was marked by an unwavering determination to create a legacy that would echo through eternity. These early pharaohs laid the groundwork for the grandeur that was to follow. Their reign was not just a chapter in Egypt's history, but a prologue to an epic tale of power, divinity, and the indomitable spirit of mankind. As the sands of time flowed, Egypt entered periods of turmoil and prosperity. The Middle Kingdom and New Kingdom, spanning the 12th to the 20th dynasties, were eras of remarkable evolution and historical significance. The Middle Kingdom, a period of political stability and cultural revival, saw pharaohs like Senusret III and Amenemhat III, who not only maintained peace but also initiated significant architectural projects. They left their mark by constructing labyrinthine temples and fortresses that still stand as testaments to their reign. Then came the New Kingdom, an era marked by unprecedented power and prosperity. Hatshepsut, a female pharaoh, ascended the throne and steered Egypt towards an era of peace and trade. Her reign is etched in stone through the magnificent temple at Deir el-Bahri, a testament to her power and influence. Akhenaten, another prominent pharaoh of this era, brought about a religious revolution, replacing the traditional pantheon of gods with a single deity, Aten, the sun disk. This radical shift in religious belief was a defining moment in Egyptian history, but it was short-lived. After Akhenaten's death, his son Tutankhamun reverted to the old religion, and he himself became immortalized in history when his virtually intact tomb was discovered in the early 20th century. The New Kingdom was also the stage for one of the most powerful pharaohs ever to have ruled Egypt, Ramesses II. Known as Ramesses the Great, his reign was filled with monumental constructions, military campaigns, and an era of prosperity. His colossal statues and temples, such as the Abu Simbel, continue to inspire awe and wonder. These rulers, each with their unique narratives, navigated through challenges, made groundbreaking decisions, and left behind indelible marks on the sands of time. Their reigns were not merely passages of time, but pivotal chapters in the grand narrative of human civilization. These rulers left behind legacies that would echo through the centuries. All empires must meet their end, and Egypt was no exception. The end of Pharaonic rule was a gradual process marked by a decline in the New Kingdom's power. This period, often referred to as the Third Intermediate Period of Egypt, was characterized by political instability and division. The once powerful and unified Egypt was now a land divided among different rulers, each claiming the royal title of pharaoh. The decline of pharaonic Egypt was not a quiet one. The nation was subjected to numerous invasions by foreign powers, each leaving a lasting impact on its culture and civilization. The Persians were the first to conquer, followed by the Greeks under the leadership of Alexander the Great. Yet it was the Romans who played a crucial role in ending the Pharaonic rule. The last pharaoh to rule Egypt was a woman of intelligence, charisma, and political savvy, Cleopatra VII. She ascended to the throne in the midst of political turmoil and managed to maintain a degree of independence for Egypt during the rise of Rome. Cleopatra was the epitome of a ruler adapting to changing times. She was a diplomat, a naval commander, a polyglot, and a medical author. Yet her reign was not enough to save Egypt from becoming a Roman province. Cleopatra's relationship with two of Rome's most influential men, Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, has been immortalized in history and popular culture. Yet it was her untimely death, under circumstances as mysterious as they were tragic, that marked the end of Pharaonic Egypt. Some say she was bitten by an asp, others claim it was poison hidden in a fig. Regardless, her death signaled the end of an era. With Cleopatra's death, the era of the pharaohs drew to a close, but their legacy was far from forgotten. Their legacies live on, etched in stone, preserved in papyrus, and immortalized in the annals of history. The pharaohs of ancient Egypt, from the dawn of the Old Kingdom to the twilight of Cleopatra's reign, left an indelible mark on the world that continues to captivate us today. The pharaohs may be gone, but their impact on our world is undeniable. The legacy of the pharaohs, much like the colossal structures they commissioned, stands tall and enduring. It spans far beyond the boundaries of Egypt and transcends millennia, permeating modern culture in ways we often overlook. Art, architecture, and literature, for instance, bear indelible imprints of these ancient monarchs. The grandeur of pharaonic artistry, the intricate hieroglyphs, the figurines of gods and goddesses, all have inspired countless artists through the ages. The iconic pharaoh headpiece, the Nemes, has become a symbol of power and authority, replicated and reimagined in various forms across the globe. In architecture, the influence of the pharaohs is even more profound. The pyramids of Giza, the Sphinx, the temples of Karnak and Luxor, these masterpieces of engineering continue to astound us. They have inspired architectural designs from monumental structures to ornamental motifs, echoing the pharaoh's quest for immortality through stone and mortar. The pharaoh's tales have permeated literature too, their intriguing lives, their divine status, their elaborate rituals of death and afterlife. These elements have fueled the imagination of writers for centuries. They have given birth to an array of narratives, from historical accounts to fictional recreations, each adding another layer to the enigma of the pharaohs. Moreover, the pharaohs' contributions to civilization are immense. They were the pioneers of structured governance, laying the foundation for administrative systems that we employ today. They fostered advancements in mathematics, astronomy, medicine, and more, propelling humanity forward on the path of knowledge. Yet, despite these tangible influences, perhaps the most potent aspect of the pharaohs' legacy lies in their enduring mystery. The unanswered questions, the unsolved riddles, the untold stories, they continue to captivate us, igniting our curiosity, fueling our quest for understanding. The pharaohs, immortalized in stone and stories, continue to rule in our imaginations. Their legacy, like the pyramids, stands the test of time. 3 millennia of history can seem overwhelming, yet each pharaoh, each event, contributes to the fascinating tapestry of ancient Egypt. From the dawn of the pharaohs, these rulers have held an unshakable grip on our imaginations. They were not just kings, they were gods on earth, ruling with divine authority. Their rule saw the construction of monumental pyramids, temples, and tombs, a testament to their power and influence. Yet, their reign was not eternal. The end of Pharaonic rule signaled a shift in history, but their legacy endures. Their stories are etched in stone, their faces immortalized in statues, and their mysteries hidden in hieroglyphs. These are more than just relics of the past, they are a window into a civilization that shaped the world as we know it. I encourage you to delve deeper, to explore the enigma that is ancient Egypt. As we leave the sands of Egypt, remember, every grain tells a story of power, divinity, and mystery.